People that get paid usually start on time.
Wah wah.
Like, fuck your three-dimensional bullshit. Do this real well. Oh, are we going? Hey! Hi, hey, how are you? How's your mother? How's your pop? I'm your host and DM, JC Dittmer. Welcome back to another episode of Two Nerds, One Quest. I am all out of sorts. Tom caught me with a left hook here. Way better than anything Tyson threw in that fight. Look at him. He's all happy with himself. How are you doing this morning, buddy?
Been a hot minute since I've caught you.
Yeah. Like suddenly there's a finger pointing at me, like I opened the closet or something.
I am great.
My son's been.
How are you?
My son's been watching an intense amount of Family Guy, and it's been fantastic. We did the one where Lois was boxing last night, which was freaking hilarious.
I need to watch more Family Guy.
Yes, we all do. That man above me in the Batman shirt, he's above me on my screen. I don't know where he is on yours. That is one Ryan Crixus Kukta releasing the arrows. Ooh, the birds. Wow.
What's going on? A happy Sunday morning. It's a fantastic Packers Sunday. They need a couple in a row here to stay competitive in this ultra competitive NFC North. But as we roll on, let's have some fun today because we know Sundays are for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And last but not least, the lovable dragon, lazy dragon, lovable crew genius, lovable genius, lore master, limerick maker.
All around great guy.
You really messed me up. Jeff Williams is here, folks. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Someone's messing with your teleprompter there.
My teleprompter's...
Get some quality help.
We're going to call you Ron Burgundy today.
Mark at the end of that. Doing well.
That would be accurate.
Watching some football today, getting some yard work done because after tonight it's gonna get colder. So
yeah, I think I gotta do some of that today before the game.
Yeah, we will be seeing some frozen tundra shortly.
Yep, I got some leaves, a few leaves yet to clean up. So
yeah, I'd say leave them, but you know.
I got talked to by my boss. He said, clean those up. I'm like, okay. I've been working on them slowly but surely. When you have 3 apartment buildings and several lawns worth of grass that gets leaves, it takes a little while to get it all done.
All right.
But those are my problems. Do you have a recap for us? We'll talk about the problems of Pepper, Grim, and Sue.
Yeah, they have plenty of things going on right now. So we started last session, Pepper writing in a journal and reading a poem, and Sue getting some self-cleaning armor, and we slept in Stormwind. The next morning we got up early to run a few errands, and then headed on southwest to Westfall, and on the way we ran into a family with a broken wagon and helped them fix that, and found out that their farm had been taken over by some mechanical golems. We headed there to fight them in a field, and we were relatively successful, even though the construct seemed to be able to repair themselves. Pepper kept one power source just as a memento, and after searching the rest of the property to make sure it was clear, we headed back on around the other side of the island to Sentinel Hill, arriving right around dusk. We met with Brian Stoutmantle and discussed over dinner the situation with Moonbrook and the Defias, and are making plans to interrogate a prisoner And he was encouraging us to do it in the morning, and we were trying to decide if we were going to do it, go against that, and do it in the evening. And I think that's where we left off.
Mm-hmm. So are you going to try and do it in the evening?
Like, the advantage of doing it in the evening is saving a spell slot for the next day, but apparently prisoner had been out cold for some time.
Okay.
So Pepper's just along for the ride. I think Sue's the one who's really excited about grilling this guy.
Yeah, I really want to do it with spell slot and not have to worry about that the next day.
Hey, I mean, worst case scenario, we could always do it twice.
Brian looks at you over the table and goes, well, I can show him to you.
If you could, sir.
To talk truth or lies at all tonight. But follow me. And you guys head back out of the barracks where you ate and up the hill and into the front half of the tower. There's a staircase going up, and then there's like a wall there with a door in it. And he unlocks the door, and you actually take a spiral staircase down into a stone, basically a small stone prison. It's got 3 different cells in it. The other 2 are currently empty. And in the 3rd cell, the far cell on the wall, or along the hall there, he's not laying. He's slumped over in a chair, tied up to it. You can see a significant puddle of blood below the chair that has dripped from his face onto his lap in the chair and then onto the floor. Looking at him, his face in its entirety is swollen, and he's got a split lip and a cut across the cheek. And he is not conscious right now.
All right, I'm going to walk up to him and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 1st level.
As you go to do this, there's a slight gurgle you notice in his breathing.
He got 17 hit points back.
Gross.
You place the hand on his cheek, and the cut heals up, and the swelling goes down significantly on his face. And he starts breathing a little bit more normally, less raggedly. He's still unconscious, though.
I'll give him a backhand to wake him up.
There's a grunt. And his head slowly lifts up. What? His eyes aren't even open. He's just there.
I will motion for... what's the dude's name? Ryan or whatever?
Brian. It's Ryan with a G in front of it.
Ryan. I keep hearing Ryan.
Yeah,
Ryan Stoutmantle.
It's like I have a Ryan in front of me that makes me think that.
Yeah, I get it. Best name
This
ever.
is a great Ryan.
Mhm.
No
This
shade
Ryan's-
on our Ryan, but this is a great Ryan. It's with the G
This is,
sword.
yeah. This Ryan's a G.
I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
He hikes his pants up a little bit.
Yep. As we went down into the basement, I would have told Brian that I was gonna cast Zone of Truth once he woke up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do that now. I'm casting Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Ask your
Before he
questions.
opens his eyes, I'm gonna cast Disguise Self and make myself look like the Grim Reaper, and stand in a corner and see if he looks up and notices me.
Ask your questions, Brian.
Is there a verbal component to Zone of Truth?
Does it have a V?
Yeah, verbal and somatic.
Okay. As you start casting, he looks up and he opens his eyes and watches you cast whatever you're casting defiantly.
A Defiant Defias.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on Brian and improve his charisma.
He looks at him and he says, "What do you know of the Defias numbers and the Defias plans?" And the Defias looks at him and says, I had a dog growing up. Fuck. And then he just stares at Ryan.
Okay.
You can make an insight check if you like. If you don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
I'd like to make an insight check.
Yep,
but
absolutely.
Go ahead,
He's
make an
trying.
insight check.
He's trying to lie and can't.
Yes.
21.
He was trying to lie and he couldn't. He understands he's in a zone of truth.
Speak the truth, boy. You cannot lie here.
I don't have to speak either.
Nah, Grim goes.
And he just stares at you.
Grim goes. He can't lie. He's tied to the chair.
Whoa.
Sue's gonna turn to Grim, give him the people's eyebrow, shake his head, and then lean over and whisper, "Can you make this man talk?"
I'll give him the old butt of the warhammer to the solar plexus.
Go ahead and make a strike. Make a strike with the warhammer, and like if you
Natural one, he
non-lethal.
completely misses,
right?
hits Brian right in the face.
21 to hit. I think I
yeah.
hit where I want to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Do you want to do non-lethal damage to him?
Sure, I'll just do a 5 for an unarmed strike style of damage.
All right. That's it. Or it. He just. Oof.
Life
And
will
he
be a
just
lot
looks back up at
easier,
you guys.
sir, if you answer the questions.
Stool's talking to you, boy.
Life has never been easy. And he just stares at you.
That may be, but we can make it a lot easier on you. if you just cooperate.
Roll intimidation or persuasion.
I quit. 1 for 3.
He just looks at you.
We have nothing but time here, son. I don't know what's been promised to you. I don't know what your motivations are
You
at this
have
point.
less time than you think.
What is time really? Get all
A weird soup.
Yeah. Oh, did I forget to mention that Sue, hit the blunt on the way down, and he's now all contemplative and.
A prisoner's getting a contact buzz off a Sue.
What is your meaning behind this? What do you mean we don't have time?
My understanding is the plans will start soon.
Whose plans?
Are you that dense? Who the hell am I?
Ouch.
I just hear Grimhawk in the background.
It's Nimrod.
Who are you following? Where are you holed up?
My currently Sentinel Hill prison.
I'm gonna backhand him.
He takes it, spits blood out. You can kill me, it won't stop them.
Oh, we don't have to kill you. I may be a cleric, but I will look the other way as these people, and I'll gesture around to Brian and Grimhawk, as these fine gentlemen help loosen that tongue. And I'll take
He
two
looks at Brian.
I'll take 2 steps back.
You're gonna let them do that? He's got this evil grin on his face. Ryan reaches down on his hip. He grabs key and tosses it to Sue. Lock up when you're done. And he walks out.
Guys, I got the key.
So your men are just thugs then? You're just trying to push people around like a bunch of bullies? What's even the point of the Defias?
Revenge against the nobles of Stormwind.
Oh, so you're gonna blow up a couple buildings and think that the nobles of Stormwind are gonna give a shit about a bunch of street rats like you?
Who's gonna rebuild the buildings, dumbass? We're all Defias now.
Oh, you don't think there's people lining up around the block to try to learn a trade? You think the only people that can ever build anything are your band of merry men?
That
There are
city's
still
gonna be
good
far
people in
worse.
the world.
That city's gonna be far worse off than you realize when we're done with it.
And what of the innocents? What of the innocent people The women and the children.
Our families?
Are you going to throw them away?
Our families? The women and children, the citizens of Stormwind that the nobles turn their back on?
You are putting them in a greater danger than you can imagine.
We warned people. If they're still in Stormwind, then they're the idiots. They know. The messages have been sent.
So you are not actually trying to make things better for your people. They are just as disposable as the nobles, based upon your statements.
We are trying to make things better for our people. Our people are out. The people that were shunned, turned down, used as slave labor by the nobles of Stormwind in the rebuilding of the city, refusing to pay us, disbanding our guild. We'll have our revenge, whether I'm there or not. You're running out of time. Kill me if you like. It won't stop the flow.
Pepper's gonna drop the disguised self. And she's gonna kind of get up in his face and like, so what about the people that you send mechanical golems to destroy their farms and their only place of refuge is Stormwind? Those are the people you're sending to their deaths.
They were given the opportunity to join.
So, peace-loving families.
These are not nobles. These are farmers.
Yes. And they supply stuff to the city. We ask them to join us in our rebellion against the nobles and against the oppressors of Stormwind. They chose their side.
They chose
There
no
are
side.
no innocents here.
You are no better.
The fuck do you know? We sent messages to them.
You are no better than the thugs you claim to fight against.
Kill me already. I'm done with you.
No.
And he leans back and he's silent.
All right, team, huddle up. Yeah, we're going to get into a huddle, kind of start whispering, look behind.
Well, they have a cause that
Pops
they
up and looks
believe.
around.
They have a cause they believe to be noble. It's clear even under the zone of truth that he believes in what he's saying, and they really do believe that somehow the lords of this land have disrespected them.
He is a true believer, and true believers cannot be swayed. I think we give him the night to think about it and let Gorion dispense justice as he sees fit. It is not up to us to make that decision. Do we agree, or what are your what do you think? What's up, guys? What do you what do you want? What do you want to do?
Well, unless we intend on brokering a peace between these two, it is clear there will be no peace in this region.
And if what he says is true, there's no time to broker that peace anyways.
So, John, a little bit on the lore of this area. The nobles that they're upset with, are these mostly people who have gone off to war, or is this just the rich that have stayed behind, that their grief or their gripe is with?
This is the upper class of Stormwind. This is the top tier class of Stormwind. This is the money of Stormwind.
Okay, so not not the soldiers then.
Not the soldiers, no. Although the king is off with the soldiers,
Okay.
and some of the soldiers may have money. Some of the soldiers may be poor. They would, in a time of war like this, they would take anybody. It's just like ours. In fact, and more often, it's likely that most of the soldiers are the poorer people. The officers are all the rich folk.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to solve this in one night. I think our best bet is to give it some time to think and see what happens. Go check out the Alexton farm tomorrow, and just get as much information as we can. I mean, we are a formidable force, but we're not going to take on hundreds of Defias, and we need to figure a different way to solve this problem.
Agreed.
Tempted to say we walk away without locking the cell, and then see if he tries to escape.
He's tied to a chair. I don't know how far he's going.
He gets to the bottom. Gets to the bottom of the stairs. Oh man!
Exactly right.
Without saying a word, I'll kind of usher us out of the room then and lock up.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I would have taken some more illusory magic to like put spiders or snakes or something, so he thinks he's kind of a constant danger. But I don't have any of that stuff.
Go ahead and make an insight check as you're thinking about that stuff, Pepper.
I'm not great at insight, but I might have clicked it more than once.
I don't even have my thing up the game.
There it goes.
Whee.
13, right in the middle.
Insight, yeah, 13. You feel like he's pretty much consigned himself to death at this point. Like his life is forfeit, and you almost get the feeling that he might be a little happy with himself that he just kept you around for a half an hour talking to him. Because a half hour talking to him is a half hour more that the Defias have to do what they need to do.
Noted.
I mean, I'm thinking like elaborate plans here, and this would be something that I'd talk about after he's definitely out of earshot, but like, I could do disguise self. We have extra armbands, make him think that he's getting rescued. Hope that makes him say something he wouldn't have said, but I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with that. I think his guard is up, so I think he'd be suspicious if we try to break him out. Are the prison cells facing each other, or can you see between them, or?
You can see in between them. Think the prison cells in where Jack Sparrow gets locked up in Curse of the Black Pearl, where they're all kind of next to each other, divided by bars.
Okay, so like, okay.
Three cells,
right.
10 by 10.
So with disguise self only lasting an hour, it would have to be because that's the other alternative is pretend I'm another Defias that got captured.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd have to disguise self for hours potentially to get him to talk, or
yeah.
All right. What do you think? Hit the hay and see what we can do in the morning?
Yeah, there doesn't feel like there's more information there. It's just we've got to start to infiltrate different areas of the Defias to try to find out more about their plans.
Yeah, we're not getting a location or any type of specific information from this dude, so.
I mean, yeah, and unless Grind's gonna, take him out during the next 24 hours, we can always come back and do this again the next day.
You got the feeling when he looked at Grian and said, "Are you going to let them do this?" That Grian is kind of a
Plus?
not a puss, but has a very like the state you saw him in when you came in is about as much as Grian's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to rough him up a bit, try and get him to talk, and if he doesn't talk, he's just going to keep him as a prisoner. And
all right,
like he's going to bend the rules of the Geneva Convention, but not break them.
Do we think that there's someone willing to break the rules at the garrison?
Not likely.
Okay, because
like if anyone you've met so far was going to do it, Grian would have been the one to do it, because this is the People's Militia. This is a group of people that are fighting back in Westfall against the Defias. Pretty much it's made up of all the people that turned down the Defias' offer.
Yeah, because I mean we could escort the prisoner to someone else, or I guess in the absence of that, it's whatever we can come up with.
It is really the people that are here on Sentinel Hill and the People's Militia are the people that chose to actively support Stormwind. The people that are members of the Defias actively oppose Stormwind, and people that tried to not choose a side, like the Furlboros, ended up being collateral. And now they don't have a farm, and they're going into Stormwind to wait this out in hopes that they'll be protected in Stormwind.
All right, so let's hit the bed, and then we'll follow up with them in the morning and figure out where we're gonna go next.
Yeah. That seems like the best course of action.
All right. Go ahead and take your long rest then. I will
Give me back
say
my
you
spells.
wake in the morning
I want
to
my
both the
spells back.
sound and smell of sizzling bacon.
Okay.
There is a large boar that is being roasted on a spit over a fire that you can see out the window. Apparently someone caught a wild boar and is roasting it.
That's a wild pig. That's a wild boar.
Yes. So you have breakfast. Discuss what you want to do over breakfast. Grian actually looks at you guys and says, how did things go? You get anything out of him last night?
Unfortunately not. The man is a true believer. And he will not break.
Yeah. Kind of figured that.
Yeah, he seems ready to die for the cause, so I mean, maybe we get a better cooperation if he's been sitting in that cell for a little longer, lack of food or water or light, just make him a little crazy. He might say something he wouldn't have otherwise. But
Yeah.
we'll see where we are at the end of today.
Have you tried waterboarding him?
What is this waterboard you speak of? Sounds like a fun sport to do on the ocean.
Well, you stick a board in a bucket full of water and you let it sit for a couple hours, and you hit it with them. Hit them with it repeatedly.
Ah,
Get it nice and flimsy and
Just
Ah.
so
noodle.
that when
It's
you
like,
smack them, it's just there's like a good slap with it.
it's like a wet noodle.
Use a piece of willow tree, softwood, and soak it. Makes it nice and heavy.
we definitely want to set our hearthstones to here so that we can get back quickly and report. Because he wanted a report on the Alexton farm also. So we'll.
Yes. Are
Yeah.
you going over
Do
the
that.
hills, or are you going to go around the hills? And if you're going around the hills, are you staying on the road, or are you? how are you
Yeah.
gonna do this? You can go on the road, which is going to take you the better part of a day to get there.
hmm
Like 6 hours ish. You can go over the hills, which will take you like 2.5, 3 hours. But it may be more dangerous. Or you can go around the hills on the grass and get there in like 5 hours ish. But there may be more shit you run into going that way too.
Or we could take the road to the south, and it'll probably take the same amount of time, but we can look at Moonbrook. That seems like a
Yeah,
bad
could be.
idea. But
Yeah. That is a possibility, a very real possibility.
Yeah, let's
Brian
scout
said
out
something about
Moonbrook.
the schoolhouse in Moonbrook being a best he could tell a base of
mean,
operations
I think-
as well.
I think we should see what's at the Alexton farm, do a little more recon of everything that's not Moonbrook before we head to Moonbrook, because that's where we're going to find the bigger group. And I don't know, you guys can see in the dark, and most of them are probably going to be humans, so we could always try to just do a little nighttime sneaky, pick them off one at a time kind of warfare.
Yeah.
Go over the hills then, or what?
Uh,
I think over the hills. I think we can risk it. We're pretty handy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if we went straight west and met up with the road, as opposed to going over the hills?
Like going around the south side of the hill range.
Yeah, because it looks like we're on that
hilly area.
south side anyways. So instead of trying to go over, like, are they mountainous
If you went
or are
that way,
they
that's-
just hilly?
They're hilly. But if you go around that south side, that's the like 5 hour
Mhm.
track, and then you may encounter some stuff off the road.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not mountainous, if it's just hills, then yeah, it's just cut straight across, I would say.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's about half the time to go straight across the hills.
Yeah, let's do that. If we have more time afterwards, we can always come back that way and do a little more scouting.
All right.
Yeah, extend the vacation. Take the scenic route.
So taking a 2.5, 3 hour route straight across the hills to the Alexton farmstead.
Yeah.
I need a D4 roll from one of you.
Genius.
Sure.
Roll that beautiful dice footage.
It is number 3.
Oh,
Number
oh.
3.
There are 3 of us.
All right. As you approach the hills, you can see that there are a couple. They look like they're lost. A couple of the golems, like wandering along the hills. They don't seem to notice you. And if you wait like 10, 15 minutes, you can see they're actually on a programmed route, it looks like. So maybe they aren't lost.
I think they're patrolling. I mean, they don't seem very smart, so it's not like they're going to give
Mhm.
intelligence back.
They could be here just to disrupt the life of passersby. I think it might be wise to bypass them on the way to the farm.
Right.
And-
Fight on our way out, not on our way in.
Yeah, I'd rather use our resources at the farm if necessary.
All right. You give them a wide berth. Move around to the south side of them and end up in the hills. Make perception checks as you're in the hilly region here.
Hey, I'm good at these.
18.
About that.
23.
Yes, 23 and 18 even from Tum. Tum.
Dum 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 dum
Had a
dum.
little bit of a tum.
Working on it.
I was gonna say, even if you don't see it, we can just say you don't see it. Sue definitely sees it. On the hill,
Genius is busy carving his dice.
100 yards away or so is what looks to be a like a tornado, but not a big tornado, like a little tornado. Maybe like 10, 20 feet tall, just swirling around. It's got leaves and dust and other crap that it's picked up, sticks in it, just swirling around
Like
on
a-
that hill.
like a
It
giant
seems like it's moving
dust devil?
towards you.
Tasmanian devil.
Exactly that. Exactly that. You see no actual like form to it, but it is elemental in nature and just spinning around. It is coming towards you. It's about 100 yards away.
Oh yeah, someone said something about elementals, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Furball arrows, I think, when you were walking through. Or that Grain did when you came down.
Avoid it, right? I mean, as best as we can.
Yeah, it's avoidable at this point.
Yeah.
It is coming towards you, so you should start moving, but it's avoidable.
Finally caught up with the dice.
Coming down the mountain range, you do meet up with the road right where it turns there by the Alexton farmstead. You can see the farmstead in the distance. From where you're standing, 500 feet or so away from the main house, you see two of the golems patrolling the outside. You can make perception checks if you'd like. See if there's anything else.
13?
16.
Three.
3. You don't notice anything else looking at the house, just these two golems patrolling. Let me actually do this.
So kind of getting into the
Let me
huddle. It's like
go.
if they've already essentially evicted everybody
And I'm gonna
around
go
here.
here. So you
then,
should have a map now. If you want to open it.
There it is.
I don't know what that looks like on your end. Curious. Should have a big shadowed out
Yep.
rectangle and two golems. The blue is windows, the yellow is doors
Okay.
around the outside of the building.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if even taking out these golems is worth it in the long run, since if there's no people here, it's not like we're protecting anybody.
No, but
And
the farm
odds are
could be.
good the Defias want the farm, so
If we destroy the golems, I'm arguing as Sue right now. If we destroy the golems, then this farm can become habitable again and useful.
there's probably nobody here to run it,
Not now.
and no one's gonna come back to it until the Defias are gone.
You never know.
Are you telling me not to smash the golems?
I'm sorry,
I would
Pepper,
never.
but in this
I would never
instance,
tell you not to do that.
we are going to have to smash these golems.
All right. Now you said we were like 500 feet away currently?
Yeah. Yeah, you aren't currently sitting on the map where you're at.
Right. Just wanted to make sure.
Shh, we're hiding.
We're hiding.
You're in a bush in the corner.
Sue will hide, hunker down behind Pepper in hopes that he is not seen.
All right. So around the house there, the building, is it again like field or is it open? Yeah, like a yard.
There
From
is
the
a
purposes of flammableness of.
there's a fence and grass. Like this isn't the area around here is not farm field. You came through farm field in between two farm fields actually to come to this site.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is we won't burn the house down.
I mean, I'm gonna.
Yeah, if you fireball, I mean, you may catch it depending on where you fireball, but
Obviously.
it is a wooden structure. I made
So-
structure. Did you hear? He fucked her. A day late, a buck short. The reaper. Sorry, Blink 182 song in my head. I said structure.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and apparently that
Damn,
went...
it came to mind. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I stopped writing down songs as I think of them. Now I just sing them.
I like it.
All right, so we're approaching the house from which direction? This northwest?
Do you guys want to try
From the
to?
west. From that corner, basically.
So when we're coming from that direction, can we see the door on the west side?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that door. If you wanted to try and make it to that door without drawing the golem's attention, it would actually be relatively easy.
Well, we have Grim with us, so
Easy.
Yeah.
we can certainly try.
Would
do
you
guys
like to try that, or are you going to go after the golems?
Pepper would rather search the house without fighting the golems. Again, fight them on the way out, not on the way in. But, I mean, there is a chance that there could be Defias in the house or something. And if we start fighting the golems, we could be outnumbered.
If we start...
Again, I'm talking to a wall when it comes to Grim because he's like, "What do you mean? That's not a bad thing."
We can try to make it without the golem's attention.
We do need to kill them before we leave, though. That I will be adamant upon.
Fine.
All right, yeah, so I guess we'll go to that west door.
We're going
Okay.
to the west door.
Go ahead and make stealth checks at advantage. Ryan, yours is going to be a flat check because you can position yourself to come in on the opposite side of the building from the golem so that they don't even have a line of sight to you. So. Unless someone like trips and falls.
15.
Dang.
Money, baby.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Pepper, it's up to you.
Yeah, my
Pepper gonna
computer's
blow the cover.
I was gonna jump to. All right, stealth.
Stealth check. Move
Oh, you
guys
said it
all over
advantage.
here.
Shoot.
Yeah. At advantage. I'm gonna move you guys all over here because it's where you're headed. Whether or not anything. Oh, hot
All
diggity dog! You guys very, very quietly and creepy. Like it's remarkable how quiet Grim is this time.
It's about
Did
goddamn
mine come
time.
through? My screen is frozen.
Uh-oh. Jeff is
it's
having
okay.
technical issues.
It's just
All right.
slow. I didn't do it with advantage.
That's fine. You still got a 20.
I'll take the 20.
Yeah.
Is just fine.
As you walk in here, let's see size. Let me make this bigger. Ooh, that's Jesus. There
That's
we go.
what she said.
I need to erase fog of war here. As you walk in, you open the door quietly. Oh, I can show you all of this because that is just a counter. You see a dining room.
Oh, I thought it was a giant turtle.
A 6-legged turtle.
It's like a turtle. It's another goblin contraption.
I mean, if
6
it's,
legs.
if it's giant, it might need a couple extra legs to suspend itself.
You're not wrong.
Size. Let me get this to medium. Yep. There's a hallway here as well. You can see down somewhat. And you get there, and you can see all the way down here to the end.
All right, what do I see over here?
It's a countertop. That is actually a basin right there, that dot. There
Is it marble?
No, it's like a steel wash basin, like from a farmhouse. It smells funky, like there's remnants of something rotting in there. Yeah, you see a couple, like, I don't know, are they chicken bones? Are they pig bones? Something got butchered up here, and you do actually see there's remnants of blood on the counter and stuff, like something was butchered here for eating.
Something got boned on the counter.
Yeah, something got boned on the counter. Yep.
Gross.
Any signs of a struggle or a human remains anywhere, or just the cooking
No.
remains?
There's no signs of struggle anywhere here. Everything seems in perfect order. Seems, if anything, it just seems like it was abandoned a little bit.
Is somebody?
But it even doesn't. It doesn't even look like it was abandoned that much.
Anything on the table? The turtle.
Plates and
Shells.
knives, dirty silverware, dirty dishes. Basically, looks like someone ate and then left.
Okay.
All
I'm
right,
just gonna
Grim.
start wandering down this hallway.
Make a perception check, Grim.
10?
10? You thought you heard something, just a light little thud from behind the door on your left.
From the
I've-
outside, is this a 1-story or 2-story building?
This is one single story.
I'm gonna turn back to the team and just say,
I've seen this horror movie before.
yeah. And then,
I do have either Mage Hand or Unseen Servant, although it would take me a minute to cast Unseen Servant. But if you want, I can Mage Hand the doors open.
what is Unseen Servant?
It's like an invisible person that can do small tasks for you, like carry things or
Carry
open
up to
doors.
20 pounds. I think it carries a little bit more than Mage Hand. It's just a more advanced Mage Hand a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you see what they see or not?
No, nothing like that. Just give it commands like simple tasks: fetch things, clean things, mend things, fold things. But it's like, just a invisible person that can't talk or communicate. So didn't know if it matters.
Sue is going to come up behind Grim as he's attempting to quietly walk down the hallway and touch him on the shoulder and give him guidance.
Okay.
I think I just want to open this door and check out this room. I don't think there's any reason to be invisible or sneaky or anything like that.
The door to the north or the door to the south? Because you passed the door to the north.
North. Well, I assumed that we could fit a couple people in the doorway, maybe. But...
You can fit one in the doorway, basically. 5 foot square.
Then I'll just
combat rules. You just go open it then. Fantastic. So you open it, and a couple of things happen when you open it. Let me do this.
First, you didn't check for traps, so the door explodes.
Didn't check for traps.
Second,
that's not really something Grim would do.
The roof collapses on you.
You open the door, and an arrow comes flying out of the door over your shoulder and sticks in the wall behind you. As you look inside, there's a goblin with a crossbow in there.
Yeah, good thing you're short.
Initiative.
Oh. Yikes. God damn it.
10.
Would you like to switch with anybody, Grim? Because you have your ability to do that.
What did Pepper roll?
13.
I mean, I would want to swap with Pepper if Pepper wants to swap.
Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of the question. Would you prefer to go first, or would you prefer Pepper to cast haste?
The last out of the three of you.
Well,
this doesn't. I think Grim would want
battle
to go
won't
first.
be big. I'm hoping this battle isn't big, right? So.
Okay, then yeah, you can go first. That's fine. Or not first, but before me.
Yeah.
13.
You can swap.
For Tom, and Pepper gets 7. And we hit start. And let's see. First up is this guy as he steps around from the corner here.
No.
Let's see. Is this the right? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Boss.
And he hucks a javelin down the hallway. He throws it and it hits the ceiling and clatters to the ground in the hallway before even getting to you guys. It was a nat 1.
We've all thrown
Nice.
balls in the basement and hit the ceiling, so.
Did you ever punch a hole in the ceiling in a basement? I haven't, but I've seen it happen.
One of the Loy boys have.
Yep.
And he goes, let's see, that was 5. And so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He goes there. Comes charging down at you guys with a scimitar. Next. From the commotion. This guy, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5,
Yikes.
10, 15, 20,
You guys,
25.
this property might
30.
be a total loss. If all of a sudden everything starts on
5.
fire, just get out. Just find a way out.
And that one moves there. Grim, it's your go.
Alright, so
That's
Grim is
Goblins
gonna disregard the little monster with the crossbow, and this guy threw a javelin at me, so he's gonna get punched
Yep.
in the face.
All right.
Warhammer strike, 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Second attack, wow, 12 to hit.
That misses as well.
It's like that Daredevil fight in the hallway. It's tough to
Yeah.
hit little ninja guy.
Whole lot of swinging it on, a whole lot of nothing hitting.
All right.
Bonus
That's
action?
it.
Yes? No? No? Okay, Sue. It is you. You saw both the javelin come down the hallway and the arrow come out of the room.
Sue's gonna step up behind Grimhawk, and I'm gonna Sacred Flame
Oh, wait.
Goblin Aid.
Pause. Guidance. You had cast it on Grim. Did that do anything with attack rolls? There's guidance just for skill checks.
I think it's just for skill checks.
It's ability
could be
checks
wrong.
using that skill.
You choose
Yeah.
a skill.
Mhm.
Oh,
you
yeah,
choose
you
a
got to
skill,
choose a skill
okay.
too. What skill did you choose?
Do I choose or does Cooch choose?
You
choose.
cast it. You choose.
You cast, you choose.
Oh, are we talking like strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence? Like those kind of
Yeah.
skills, or an actual like?
Yeah, those skills.
Skills. No, skills. Those are abilities.
Oh,
You
okay.
want skills. Perception, stealth, nature.
Investigation.
Those are skill checks.
Animal handling.
Persuasion, intimidation.
Yeah, I would probably give him.
Maybe stealth.
I would say
It says,
perception.
Investigation.
Any ability
Perception?
check using the chosen skill. Yeah, okay.
And skills are all those things. Those 15 different things. Those are skills.
Got it.
They're skills.
Sounds good.
All right. So you said what?
I said perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that makes sense because things hadn't happened yet.
Yeah. Okay, just want to make sure.
Okay,
Just
so
change
you
some of
step
those.
forward there. You were going to Sacred Flame Goblin A.
Which is a dexterity save.
Ryan, it looked like you just disappeared into a cloud.
I did.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. It's a dexterity save for him. Dexterity save. Throw. 16.
That saves.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do? Bonus action or otherwise? Or move more, because you got 25 feet more movement if you like.
No, I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I can't leave Grimhawk in the hallway and get surrounded.
All right, Goblin Aid jumps out of the way of your Sacred Flame and shoots his light crossbow back at you. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
For 9 piercing damage.
I have to rethink that strategy. I should have backed up 5 feet.
You said you were going to stay there. I'm like, okay.
Man, the first damage of the battle.
Let's see. This door's going to open up, and this guy's going to step out here. And he's going to shoot a light crossbow at Grim. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, 21 hits.
That's only 5 piercing damage, though. And then we go to Pepper.
That's just enough to piss me off.
Huh.
It's enough to rage.
Well,
Except you're a paladin.
I mean, being where I am, I feel like the most advantageous thing here would be to cast haste on Grim. So as long as he's within 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet. And especially since I believe I probably saw the golem walk past the window and be like, yeah, I want this to go faster. So I will cast haste on Grimhawk.
Faster.
So remember, this gives you +2 to your armor class, your speed is doubled, advantage on dex saves, and an additional action that you can use to use one of those smaller abilities, which include 1 attack. And hopefully I don't stop concentrating on it, because otherwise you lose a turn, basically.
Yeah. Anything else?
And that... yes, because I can do a cantrip that is a bonus action. So I will cast... It's not. I gotta make sure it's not. Yeah, okay. Shillelagh on my staff, so that if I need it,
Okay.
I've got it.
It's not concentration.
Nope. Nope. It's a cantrip, so thankfully it's not.
Cool.
All right.
So yeah.
All right, cool. The big boss goblin in front of you, Graham, is going to swing his scimitar at you twice. Because you're right in his face. That's a nat 20 for 24.
That hits.
Ooh. It's only 6 slashing damage. Because one of the 2d6 is a 1. Second swing. Oh, shit. Never mind. Disregard that roll. I got to roll the second swing at disadvantage. Because that's just who he is. An 18 to hit?
Does not hit.
Does not hit. All right. That's his second swing. He is done. That moves us to here. Gollum is going to move down to this door and start wailing on it. And the other Gollum is doing the same, wailing on the door.
God damn it.
Yeesh.
Grim, it is you.
All right, I'm gonna attack the goblin boss.
All right.
Here with probably 3 hits. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Come on, man. 1 this time.
Okay. When a creature the goblin can see targets it with an attack, the goblin chooses another goblin within 5 feet of it, and they swap places, and the other goblin becomes the target.
All right.
He took his buddy and threw him in front of the attack.
That feels right. Well,
I love
missed
that
them
ability.
both.
Does a 9 hit? Oh no, well, you said it was a natural 1.
Yeah, I mean a natural 1.
There you go. There you
All
go.
That
right,
one
this one's
hits.
20. This one's 21.
Yep.
And so I'll just hit him. A 13.
You want to describe how he died?
Yeah, I mean, I just smush him. The hammer comes down and he's laid flat on the ground, just smushed. And then I walk
I'd like
over
to-
him like it's basically a bearskin rug.
Oh shit! I grabbed you. I wanted to grab. Let's see. Grab goblin boss and we'll just get him out of here for the sake of doing that. I'll put a black ring around him. I'm gonna throw him over here for now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you swing at the goblin boss. He takes his buddy and kind of holds him there, and that motion throws you off on that first hit. The second swing, you just completely clobber his buddy out of his hands. He kind of looks at you like, and is awaiting the
picture the
third
boss.
attack.
The boss is standing there holding his buddy's arms and the rest of the body's gone.
Like the beginning of The Boys.
And then I stare basically up like at the goblin boss and take one more attack.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Get him. Get him.
18 to hit.
Yeah, 18 hits.
All right, and I'll put a little bit of what do they call it? Divine
Stank.
Smite into this one.
Put a little stank on it.
Divine stank.
That's 9 damage plus 8 divine smite damage.
He's still standing. He doesn't look good though. He does
No
not
did.
look good. He is not happy. Sue.
Very good.
All right, seeing that he is looking a little woozy over here, I'm gonna hit him with the Toll the Dead.
All right. That's a dex save or a con save. Con save.
Wisdom.
Wisdom save. Ooh, that's a good one for these guys. I mean, in your favor.
I was gonna say I'm sure
That's
it
a
is.
2.
Oh yeah.
He rolled a 3 minus 1 is 2. The bells ring out.
13 damages. I critted on one dice and epic failed the other.
Merrily, merrily, Sue goes. The dead bells are ringing. How has he died, Sue?
It's necrotic damage. He hears the bells inside of his head, and he just starts crumpling up, and he dissolves from the top down, leaving just a skeleton behind.
He grabs his hands he collapses his ears because they got the long pointy ears, and you just see the necrotic corruption, his ears became Play-Doh, and the necrosis is just seeping out through his fingers and then down his hands and head.
That's great.
He's left there.
Sold.
All right. Would you like to move?
Yeah, I would.
Good idea.
I'm gonna brush past Grimhawk and kind of move down.
Yep.
This direction here.
Let me give you a little bit here. Let me do this.
Some of those doors might have been open.
Yeah, and I would actually come down if I could see this coming down. I would come to the end here.
Goblin B came out of a door. I don't know if he left the door.
Goblin B came out of this door, so this would be open. I'll give you this room too. The bedroom. Yay. There you go. Oh, this is a table in the corner. Sorry. That shouldn't be shadowed at that point. What you're in is kind of looks like a mudroom, Sue. There's heavy banging on the door outside. You can tell that the golem is out there trying to break its way in. Let me get off of this and select. God boss, let's give you a black ring because you're dead. All right, so you move to there. This guy is going to let's see. 5, 10, 15. Looks down the hall, sees his two friends on the floor. 20, 25, 30. He's going to dive through the window.
Is it open? Is the window open?
No, he hits it hard. He hits the frame as he tries to dive through the window. Pulls off, going full air on. Hits the wooden frame. Falls to the floor right there. He is currently prone. Let's see. That moves us to Pepper. You saw the goblin come up for a minute. You heard it run back in the room. And there was a boom.
Never go full Aaron on.
All right. I guess Pepper wants. She's just gonna move one step into the hallway and just prepare an attack with her staff if something comes within 5 feet of her. She really just wants to make sure that Grim has the ability, and she also wants to be able to keep an eye on Golem A. So that's just readying an attack.
Okay.
And continuing to concentrate, and that's all.
All right. A is banging at the door. Let me do this.
You're gonna be chasing Pepper around the table pretty soon.
Like a goddamn cartoon.
Do some turtle dancing.
Do turtles dance?
Yep, that's it.
Once you can get them out of their shell.
Hell yeah. Boom. He breaks not only the door. Oh shit, I don't need that. I need the draw eraser. Not only the door, but part of the wall here. And that is his action. And then he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he kind of hits the table 30. And the table's been shifted and moved around. That's where he's going to be.
Guys.
B, let's see how B.
Oh, if I wouldn't have moved,
door is.
I could have hit him.
B, like a fist comes through the door where B is. So there's a section of the door that's kind of broken there, but he can't get in yet. He's trying to, though.
With the free action, Aaronon's going to yell at Pepper, "Go into the house," she said. "I'd rather go into the house."
Let me take Goblin B and just throw him here on the floor.
Aaronon said that, huh? Aaronon said that?
Oh, is that what I said, Aaronon? Sue.
It is what you said.
Well,
Yeah.
Aaronon, the puddle of water in the sink, yelled.
Flashback.
Yeah.
Puddle of water in the sink. That's what smelled so funny in that basin.
Uh-huh.
He's been slowly rotting over the course of a year and a half.
He's stuck in the sink, so he's just been kind of molding. He's kind of like...
Yeah. All right, Grim. It's up to you, sir.
All right, so boy, I don't see any goblins ahead of me anymore, but I see a
Nope.
big golem behind me now.
Yes.
So
They're like, Pepper, what's all the wreck?
one,
Oh.
2, 3, jump over Pepper into golem A.
All right.
That would be a
let's go.
sight. The dwarf
Oh,
jumping
yeah.
over...
See Grim coming at me and it just dropped to the floor. And
Duck.
it's like, go Grim, go.
Treat it like wrestling when you go off the ropes and the other person like drops to the mat.
Grim's got a vertical of like
A
18
foot.
inches, maybe a foot.
It trips over.
And
Dexterity check, trips over Pepper.
so I will just Warhammer.
All right. All right.
13 to hit a golem.
13 just hits him. That's his AC.
Woohoo!
Nice.
All right. So that's only 6. Wasn't very flush.
6 bludgeoning, correct? Yes.
Correct.
All right.
Now this one's a 20 to hit, so that feels
That
good.
definitely hits. Yeah.
And
That's good. That's right.
10 damage.
Nice. Nice.
And then my third unique attack here, 15 to hit.
Hits as
And
well.
I'll put a divine smite into this one.
Oh,
It's only
absolutely.
6 more bludgeoning
Okay.
Plus,
plus 7 smite.
Well, he is definitely bloodied. He's not looking so good. He is. You can hear some of the gears grinding inside of him.
you know what grinds my gears?
You know what really grinds my gears? Speaking of Family Guy. Sue, it is your go, sir.
All right. Seeing Golem B, I'm going to yell down to the rest of the group, "There's another one. The other one is coming in the door by me." And I will...
Here's Johnny.
Yeah, right. I'm going to
You know,
cast...
strangely like Jack Nicholas. Nicholson.
I'm going
Jack Nicholson.
to... Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
Nicholas
There
I
is a
would-
Jack.
He's there with a golf club.
Yeah, Pepper yells down the hallway. How many are there? He's like, 4.
I'm going to cast Guiding...
Sue, what would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at level 2 at the one
Oh, yeah.
Grimm's fighting.
Oh, hell yeah.
All the way
Fuck
down
yeah.
the hallway. Nice. Light him up.
13 to hit.
That's his AC. Holy shit.
For 20 radiant damages.
Would you like to describe what it does to him as you blow him to bits?
Is that radiant? Yeah, it is radiant.
Radiant damage.
So
It's light, so.
I shoot my guiding bolts down and it whizzes over their shoulders, hits him
Mhm.
in the chest, and you see this glowing radiation coming from his center chest, and it grows until it can't be contained in his body anymore, and it just shatters his chest out.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. Like it kind of pushes out and suddenly gears and sprockets and everything goes sailing every way, and then it just kind of collapses back into it, and it's real quiet suddenly. as everything falls to the ground. Ting, 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 ting. Does that complete your turn?
Check the door.
Check the door. Is that what you said?
I mean, we
That's
got
what he
like
said.
some rooms in here that we haven't checked, and
I'm not worried about the door. I'm worried about the other golem coming in.
Yeah,
bonus-
that makes sense to me.
Let's see here. To be on the safe side, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will actually open up this door as a bonus action.
That door. All right. Erase. Hey, look at this. Oh, sorry about that. Suddenly it became The Last of Us in here. That would not have been good. There's a clicker. There's another bedroom in there. Nothing in it. A bed and a dresser.
Free action,
But
I'll yell,
no cotton.
this room's
no
empty.
All right. That completes your turn.
Yar.
This goblin wanders out here, like kind of groggy and hazily, and you actually scare him as he realizes you're standing right there, and he's going to swing at you with this dagger.
Of course he is.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
4 piercing damage as he stabs at you. Let's see, that was 5. Yeah.
How many did you say? 4 piercing?
4 piercing damage, yeah. And he turns, he sees you, he turns and he turns this way. He takes a step that way, he sees Pepper. And he just kind of freaks out, and he's got his dagger out and he's got his crossbow out, and he's doesn't know what to do or where to go.
So if he stepped into my range, I was
5,
ready.
10, 15.
Can I take...
Readying the attack.
Yep, you can take an attack, Pepper, because you were holding it.
What about this guy?
You know what just happened?
As a reaction?
You know what happened?
Hang on.
just created-
Let Jeff do his thing, because he's been
I
holding his
just
turn for
created-
this. And he crit.
How big? Wow, that's doing a dance. That's good. 17 of the critical bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
So this goblin wanders out, all groggily and shit, gets scared by Sue and stabs him, and then turns to run and runs right into you. Can you describe what it's like when you kill him with your shillelagh?
Yeah, as he turns to face me, I just start spinning it like a in place like a fan blade, and he just walks right into it.
Why?
Nice.
Let's see. That is both Gob's. Pepper, it is your turn. You hear the goblin beating at the back door there.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't want to get closer to column A, and I don't want to lose concentration for Grimm's sake. So I think my best bet is to
Goblin
step
is
over
dead.
goblins. Yeah.
The only thing left is Goblin B right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Then I don't have a whole lot to do then. I just want to know what's in the other rooms. I guess I'm gonna
Open
go to
the
the
door.
closest. Yeah, I'll go to the closest door and I will check the door to the north
All right. It's another
and
bedroom.
see just to make sure. And
The dresser in it.
There's a sleeping
It's
golem.
like this was a farmhouse, and they had a bunch of bedrooms for people that
5,
would work.
10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh yeah, that's. I'll stop right there then.
All right.
And I'll just ready another attack if anything
In
comes
case
within
something comes
5
in melee
feet,
range.
but I don't see that happening this round, but well, just in case.
Let's see. This golem then. Let's see. Where's his? Ooh. He might not get through it this time either. Oh no, he did. He did. So where is? Oh, no, I need my erase. As he breaks.
He's at the corner of the house. That could be structural.
There's significant sound of crunching as he comes stomping in. 5, 10, 15, 20, and he sees you down there, and he's gonna start swinging at the wall there. He can't get you. He actually tries to reach. He can't. He's struggling against. He won't fit in here. He's trying to force himself in there, and it's not going well. Grim.
All right, Grim continues to run fast, right? So,
Yep.
he's like kicking off walls and shit like that to get through here, like
Yelling
ninja-
parkour.
Yeah, like Grim jump, Grim dodge, and then
Dodge.
Dive and dodge.
So I'll be attacking this guy then
All right.
with the Warhammer.
Hell yeah.
21 to hit,
That hits.
and that'll do a significant amount of damage. 13 bludgeoning.
13 bludgeoning. Hell yeah.
You're due for a crit,
Attack.
aren't you?
Attack again. I don't know. I haven't had a crit in a long time. So
think you're
17
due.
to hit,
That hits.
and it's only 7 damage that time. And then on my
He's bloodied.
third, my extra haste attack,
Or oiled.
27, not a crit.
Oh,
27 to hit.
That does hit.
And that is a 12 damage.
12 damage. He does not look good. He is still standing there. His struggles against the wall and trying to fit in there are not going well now at all. Actually, no, I take that back. It's going a little better because he's like missing an arm.
Oh,
Yeah.
He can fit a
Yeah.
little better now. He still can't get in there though.
well, little Grim's in the way now, so he's looking up, and
Yeah.
he just kneecapped him a little bit. So, just
Do.
my turn's over.
I'm gonna toll the dead.
And you told the dead on a construct?
You can
Ooh.
certainly try.
Does it work on
Why
a
not?
construct?
Is it immune to necrotic? Or is there something you're thinking?
Oh, no, I was just wondering if it worked on a construct. Apparently it does. Okay, go ahead.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 12.
That does not
Not
save.
very bright.
Feels not save-ish.
Yeah, it does.
Saving will not be happening.
Ugh. 6. I keep rolling ones on my stupid dice.
So I'm going to describe this for you. Because he's a construct, he's an oiled machine. And you can see some of these gears and the oil, the shining on it. And the luster of that shine slowly goes away as the necrotic damage darkens that oil and makes it almost solid. And the gears inside stop spinning. And there's a massive as he stops moving. Are you done?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell, don't forget to take his power. We don't need him coming back to life.
Okay. Sue's done. Pepper, it's your go.
All right. It's not moving currently. It looks lifeless.
It's not
Currently?
moving. It looks lifeless
Alright.
currently.
I'm gonna check this door then
Okay.
to the south and see, make sure there's no surprises. Open it and see what.
It is a large bedroom.
Uh,
Looks like a big
Dibs.
family and several servants lived here. Dibs. Dibs on the big room.
Yeah, right.
Ma said I got my
not-
choice.
Not much else to do. I'll just send a cantrip at Gollum B to make sure he's. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do the Starry Wisp. It's only a 9 to hit, so I think I shot it right through a hole in his body and it came out the other side. Whoops.
The golem? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait. So I have the ability that it still takes half damage, so it made some kind of a burn on the way through, but it's half of 4, or half of 8, so 4.
All right,
of
yeah.
Radiant, if it does
Perfect.
anything. That's all I got.
Goblin boss is dead. Both the golems are dead and not regenerating. We are out of initiative.
Yay.
Grim's
So-
gonna push Gollum B down.
Grim, you've got about 30 seconds, and then you're going to need a sit-down break
Okay.
when the
Well,
spell runs out.
I'm not necessarily doing the math there, so I go to open this door right here.
Grim runs over. He has not stopped fighting. Like he's looking for more enemies. He goes to that door. Goes to
It's
open
like
it up.
door.
It is a bathroom.
Oh,
That
makes
is a
sense.
commode in the corner.
That's a good
And
spot
a
for him.
wash
Grim
basin.
passes out in the bathroom.
I was gonna say that seems like a great spot to sit down.
Grim's like, just what I
guys.
needed, a hasty wasty.
I'm gonna have a bit of a lie down.
You go
All right.
ahead and take a sit.
What would you like to do? It is
Do
very
we think
quiet.
the house is in any danger of collapsing from the golem's intrusions?
Looking at it, this back room where Golem B is, the wall may fall outward. Maybe a little bit, but
Okay.
it's holding.
Pepper, shouldn't you know that? Aren't you the structural engineer?
Yeah, I mean, I took some classes in wizard school, and no, not really.
I didn't spend
Well, I mean,
4
maybe
years in structural engineering
she
school to
knows.
be called Mrs., did I?
I guess search the house for any clues of the prior residents' whereabouts, or I can ritual cast detect magic unless somebody wants to spend a spell slot to do it, but it'll take 10 minutes if I do it.
I'm not sure. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll detect
It's up
magic.
to you if you want to spend a spell slot. Otherwise, I can do it as a ritual.
I have a one-time use as an elven lineage spell.
Perfect.
Ooh. There we go.
Boom.
Those are fun. Those are good. Good amount. Got to make sure you use those daily.
Yep, so I'll detect magic.
In the bedroom where Goblin A hit the window, you're getting a strong ping underneath the bed. There is no other magic per se. Make an investigation check, Pepper, because you said you were going searching for things.
John, maybe you want to check again? I think I'm making magic in the toilet right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's a strong ping coming from the corner of the
Absolutely.
house.
There's strong something coming from the corner of the house, and maybe a smell.
I see magical
20.
magical waves of smell coming from the doorway.
Your aura is emanating. 22 on investigation.
In the master bedroom, in the wardrobe, in one of the drawers, there's a stack of handwritten letters. And these handwritten letters all say generally the same thing, outlining the treachery of the nobles of Stormwind. And it's basically a recruitment letter to join the Defias, and it's signed literally the Defias. This seems to be a stack of maybe 15 to 20 offer letters that the prisoner was speaking of.
Do these seem to have been put there, and this might be unable to determine, but like by the current residents of the house as opposed to the prior residents, like the goblins and such, put it there, or is this something that the Alextons would have had? Can't tell.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to tell. They seem very clean though. Like they aren't like muddy pawed up or anything like that.
Or I guess it could have been anyone else who was in and out of this place since.
Yeah.
But
The
unless the
envelopes.
Alextons are goblins or golems, they're not here. And you said no sign of human remains or anything.
No sign of
Or
human remains. No
signs
sign of struggle either.
Well, I mean, now there is.
Well, now there is clearly, but prior to, there wasn't any sign of struggle.
Ignore the collapsed corner of the house. No signs of struggle.
Oh, there's some serious signs of human remains in this toilet. Too much toilet talk, Tom? Okay, I get it.
No, it's just too funny.
Grim, yeah, Pepperell yelled down the hallway when the smell reaches her. She's like, Grim, just make sure you wash your hands and maybe close the door when you're done. I'm sure the door's wide open right now.
Yeah.
So Sue, you're checking that bedroom for...
So haste, coming off of haste gives you the shits? Is that what we're saying? Is that canon for us now?
That is now
Ooh.
canon.
I mean, it's kind of like being tased, right? Like your body just doesn't have ability to maintain its own functions.
Everything was wound up so tight when all the muscles suddenly relax. It's all the muscles relaxing. And you shit yourself.
Someone
You don't
better
take care
know.
of it quick.
Someone better know prestidigitation, or we're in trouble.
I think we got you covered.
I can do
Grim is
mending. I don't
slowly
know what that's going
figuring
to
this
do.
Oh.
I've got prestidigitation, so well. Good thing you found a seat this time. Sue, did you find anything?
I was waiting for the toilet and your searching to play out.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I rolled a 15 for investigation, and also I went into the room with the magic pinging. Not the non-toilet magic pinging.
Say they got
you
an interesting wording on detect magic now. It's so for the duration you sense the presence of magical effects within 30 feet. So it's just like a yes no. And then it says if you sense such effects, you can take the magic action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears the magic. And then also you learn the school, so you actually have to detect magic is
Do some
up, but
stuff.
if you sense it, you have to take an action to essentially find it.
Oh.
So that's kind of a cool way of how they've updated detect magic.
Do you want me to roll
It is
for
very cool. I like it.
finding that?
Oh no, you find it under there.
All right.
It's
We're
magic.
not in a rush or anything. So
Yeah, you aren't. There's no pressing thing. But you reach under the bed and just kind of roll your hand under there, and you bump something hard, and it kind of rolls a little bit, and then you reach a little bit further, and you grab. It's like I don't know. It feels like a stick or a rod or something. As you pull it, you realize it's much larger as you start trying to pull it out from underneath the bed. It's a staff. It's a wooden staff, and there are veins of inlaid stone, bright yellow, in it.
Ooh, that makes me very excited.
that sounds cool.
I'll pull it out from underneath the bed. I'll be specific.
Mhm.
And now I will actually, give it a good look over, turn it around.
Are you identifying it? Are you sitting down with identifying?
I would
or-
not
I can
identify it.
cast identify it, but again, as a ritual, so it'd take 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would actually give it to
Um,
Pepper if we have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
10 minutes
there's-
to try to find the Alexon. Right, man.
Yeah.
Search around the yard, maybe. Yeah, I'll take the staff to the big turtle table and really hope that was on screen because that was great.
Were you hasted again? What the-
No, it was a time
it was
lapse. It was a time lapse for 10 minutes as I'm looking for the Alex.
Oh, okay, time lapse. That works. Yeah. I was gonna say, what the hell? Did Grim get the zoomies or something?
Yeah, that was on screen.
So you take 10 minutes to identify it?
Yep. Yeah.
It is a sun staff. Veins of sunstone run through this wooden staff. This staff can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff that grants a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. When you hit with an attack roll using this staff, the target takes an extra 1d8 fire damage. It has a solar focus. You can use this staff as a spellcasting focus. While holding the staff, you can re-roll a number of damage dice up to your proficiency bonus when you use a spell slot to cast a spell that deals fire or radiant damage. You must use the new rolls. Once this property is used, it can't be used again until the next dawn. Sunny Glow. As a bonus action, you can cause the staff to glow with sunlight. While glowing, the staff sheds bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet. The light lasts until you use another bonus action to extinguish it.
That's awesome.
You shall
This-
not
This is
pass.
everything Pepper wants in life. She needs light to see by in the darkness. She wants to cast Fireball, and every time we're in a flammable area, this is amazing.
You get to reroll damage dice if you roll those pesky ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
this is yeah. Pepper would definitely be like, mine.
Mine. Sue absolutely
Sounds
does not
pretty
need that.
special. That sounds special.
So you can add a sun staff to your inventory, Pepper.
I feel like we just made it to God tier, so I'm ready to take on anything.
Pepper's going to be asking to smash things
of the
now.
way through the storyline, and I'm arming you for the final.
Yeah.
Like if you want to really kind of metagame shit, but
Get it.
All right. I must not have everything turned on, so I will get it. I will add it later since we're almost there.
Just flash it. That'll
it
work.
requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or wizard as well.
I'm a wizard.
Yes, you are
You're
a wizard.
a wizard, Pepper.
You're a wizard.
And Tom's a cleric, so I figured one of the two of you would take it.
He's like the wind.
Cool.
Or
Grim,
that
did
one
you
is
find
not for
anything?
you.
Grim, did you find anything while you were zooming?
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Did I find any recently disturbed soil or anything?
You did not find anything while you were zooming.
Other than the grooved
I'm
path you
right.
just created.
The Alexons
well-
may have disappeared.
Sue, while you were exploring or looking around while you're waiting for Pepper to do that, in one of the cabinets you find a letter
Now I'm
that
zooming.
says yes. You find a letter that says, "Get out now. Set trap. They are coming. B.A."
Guys, Mr. T set a trap. We got to get out of here. For all you kids that haven't watched the A-Team, B.A. Baracus was Mr. T's character.
Pity the food. I can't find my trap.
I will definitely grab Pepper and exit stage west.
All right. And you guys all exit the
Wait a
building and meet
minute.
up with Grim outside.
Wait a minute. We know someone with the initials BA.
You do.
Guys, this is the
Al-
Alexton farm, and
Boros
we just
Alexson?
we were just sent here by Boros. I mean,
Kind of sounds like
What
somebody
was Boros' title?
set us up.
Go ahead and make an intelligence roll if you don't remember.
Was he the head architect?
Grand Architect. I wrote
Yep, he
down.
was the head architect for Stormwind.
Almost like he would know exactly how the city of Stormwind was put together and know its strengths and weaknesses.
Interesting. Set the trap. Set the trap.
It's a trap.
There's a trap.
We're gonna have to have a discussion about this one.
And you can have that discussion next week. Because we are 5 minutes away from the end of the show.
Yes, we are.
I just want to make mention that if my math is correct, Grim did 91 points of damage during that battle.
Grim fucking wrecked house. Hasted Grim is best Grim.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Taste
yeah,
is like my favorite thing since sliced bread.
I do like sliced bread.
That and when you consider that fight, I think it was definitely twice. It may have even been 3 times where you just hit the AC. That fight could have gone very, very differently. And the fact that you win in the house was probably kind of a save your bacon type thing, because had you fought the golems outside, those goblins were waiting at the windows with crossbows to shoot at you while you were fighting the golems.
I mean, how often did I miss, hit a 4, and then like my third attack though is the one that did a lot of damage. So
I think you only missed like twice that entire fight, honestly.
You missed in the first round you missed, and then the second round you only missed once, and after that you hit 8 times in a row.
Yeah, like you
And
dominated
when you
that
can
fight.
throw that
was great.
When you can throw that smite on there, that's awesome.
Throw that stank.
Yeah, smite is amazing in the fact that I have 8 of that. Well, 7 of them. Means I can go for quite a while. It's Paladin's good. I like Paladin.
All right. I will take us out then. We are Two Nerds on Quest. We're here Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/TomMNorm, TOMMNORM, or you can reach us at bit.ly/nerdtube, which is our YouTube channel. We have all of our past shows there, all almost 5 years worth. Check it out. Get the podcast Thursday mornings. Give us ratings and reviews wherever you get your podcast from. Let us know how we're doing. If you don't want to wait till Thursday, $1 a month will get you all of our unedited podcast episodes with the pre and post show content. Listen to us chat about music, movies, games, whatever random bullshit we happen to be talking about at that time. Listen to us talk about show titles after the show and other stuff. Yeah. Support us. Go to Twitch. If you subscribe there, you can share your Prime sub with us. If you have Amazon Prime, which damn near everybody does at this point in life, you get a free sub to a Twitch channel that you can use monthly. And we would appreciate it if you would help support us that way as well. Any way you look at it, just follow any of our channels. That is free. We would love to see you in our show, in our chat, and having fun with us. So do it. Do it. Do it now. That being said, for me.
Do it.
For Cooch. For Genius. And the DMJC. Later, nerds.
Boomtown.
Death.